Today we will talk about G Center. So a while ago in this channel I made a lot of videos about open centers and about their not self strategies. So before even finding out how the center works or what are the qualities of each center, it's very useful and the most important is to find out if this center is open or fixed in your body graph. If it's open, please, I recommend that you go and find the video about those open centers that you have. And I have done two great videos about open G. And today I will talk again about a G center, and I will talk about both fixed G and open G. So G, it's a diamond shape, yellow colored center in the center of our body graph. It represents self, it represents self-love, it represents magnetic monopole, the location of it. It represents the direction where we are going, and it represents actually our personality or what we identify in this life as me. And in the organs, it is represented by liver, and I think American Indians, they were saying that the soul is located in the liver. That actually makes sense a lot for me to understand why, when we are drinking, which means we are polluting with the toxins our liver, why we are losing the self, why we are losing ourselves. So for all people who have fixed G or open G, it's dangerous to be intoxicated to the point where you're losing yourself. Obviously that open G is already not fixed. The self is, you can find that it's kind of changeable. Like me, I have open G, so in the presence of some people, you will see one side of me, and in the presence of other people that I will identify with them, you will see absolutely different side of me, and it will be still me, and it will be still correct for me to express different sides of myself, of my being. What will be wrong for me is to identify with each of them or to insist that I am exactly like that I am fixed. No, the moment I move away from this particular group people and I start expressing the other side of me, that's exactly what is correct for me in that particular moment. People who have a fixed G usually have very bright personalities. They are the people who speak, I am, this is my way. If it's connected to the throat, I know. So they speak with such confidence about their personality and their self that personally me with open G, I always felt like, why can't I be like that? Why it's not fixed for me that way? Why I can't say this is the only way that is correct for me? This is the way everybody should recognize me, and this is my direction in life, and I know that this is exactly who I am. So that's also the biggest difference between people who have a fixed G, who usually know and very confident in who they are and how they are, and people who have open G, and they can be like different personalities, almost like in different times. A good example is when we talk about professions or job. So somebody with a fixed G, they will discover the talent of being maybe a dancer or a singer, and that's exactly the persona they are going to be for all their life, and this is how the people are going to identify them. And then the Open G, on the other hand, it's possible that they had a career as an athlete, and then they responded to something else and they learned the skill and they became, you know, maybe teachers, or they became absolutely maybe the opposite profession. And then it happened again that after a certain period of time, they came in touch with someone who initiated them into like another direction. And in the old times, when, you know, when we were more traditionally fixed, and if you're a baker, you know, you're only a baker, and if you're a shoemaker, you're only a shoemaker. And that kind of mentality still sometimes can happen. So I don't understand who you are. Like, are you a teacher? Are you a dancer? Are you like a social media person? Are you a mother? You know, like who you are exactly. This kind of question can always corner the people with Open G and can make them get the false idea of fixing themselves in the right thing so that they can identify with something and that they can offer this to others, to say, now I have shown you what I am, and you can identify me as this or that. But this is never going to work, because after a while this person will break the boundaries, and the self-expression and the life will take them and change their direction. So it's also appropriate to say that Open G can live in many different places, and different directions are suitable for them. And it's very good to, you know, it's a good advice if you have a friend to ask them about different places, because the geometry of G is so profound. They will describe the place better than anybody else. What else G is? G is about self-love. So there is this idea that the people who have a fixed G, they know how to love themselves, and the people who have an Open G, they're here to learn how to love themselves. But I think in the world we are living, even the people with a fixed G, they still need to learn how to respect who they are, how to be true to who they are, how to love themselves, how unapologetically to be themselves, and give, you know, support it, and then say, yes, I'm here to shine my light. If person have successfully passed all the tests about the self-love, these are the people who are, I think, inspiring others to be themselves, and can be the role models of showing love and loving themselves, and encouraging other people to, you know, be yourself and love yourself. If there is something that you would like to add to this information, or there is a question particularly about G center, the self, the center of self-love identification, please let me know, and I will include your question or your comment in my next video.